a problem. It's a real problem. Hey fam. So we are back this morning. It is really early. I got my big old mug of coffee. We are going to get into it. I'm actually going to go to work today in these giant lashes just for y'all. I wanted to get up early and record this because I had some mishaps over the weekend, some technical difficulties, if you will. And this video was so important to me to record that I woke up at 4 a.m. So here we are. What is this video? Well, I was really inspired by Samantha Ravindell's video several weeks ago. She had posted about her journey to like veganism and like how she gave up meat and dairy and all these different things. It was like her feelings about it, her advisement or suggestions or tips and tricks. But I was so inspired by her video because she really broke it down into steps, and she talked about how she gave up, like she'd start with one task, like, okay, let me just not eat, meat, or let me give up milk, she'd say. So then she'd find replacements for milk that she liked, and then she'd move on to the next thing. And I was so inspired because I've had all these things that I've wanted to do, all these things floating around in my head of things I wanted to change. And when you have a lot of things in front of you, for me at least, it can get very overwhelming. And watching her video and having her say, I started with milk, I started with this. I think I can do that if I sort of like break things down and put things in achievable goals, or try to do one thing at a time instead of trying to do 15 things at a time. And so I ran, I ran and I grabbed this piece of paper and I scribbled some stuff down, and I wanted to share this with you guys for two reasons, really. I wanted to document this to keep myself accountable. And I also wanted to provide a forum for you guys and an invitation if there are goals that you have for 2020. And I'd like to do monthly check-ins and kind of let you know what I'm accomplishing. And if you wanted to be accountable too, those monthly check-ins, you can always keep yourself accountable and let me know how you're making out with your goals and things like that. So that's really like what I'm trying to accomplish today. So I wanted to get this recorded. It is New Year's Eve today, but I wanted to share with you my 12 goals for 2020. Sorry for the long intro. If you are interested in seeing this video, you're interested in seeing what my goals are for 2020, I just want to invite you to stay tuned and let's get into it now. Okay, so before we get into my goals, I also want to draw your attention to that little squad neon light up sign in the back. I recently picked that up from Boxy Pop-Up, basically for you guys, because I wanted to just remind you all that you're my little squad, I really appreciate all of you so much. And this year has been the first year for my channel. I started in January terrified and excited and just longing for friends to talk about makeup with. And it's just been such a rewarding, special, challenging, exciting, proud moment for me to have had this for a year now. Well, January will be a year, but I just wanted to thank you all so much and tell you how much I love you. I hope this year's been magical for you and blessed, and I pray that 2020 will be even better. So anyway, thank you so much for all of you and for this amazing year. So let's get into my goals. These are in no certain order. These are just 12 goals I have for myself for 2020. I don't typically make New Year's resolutions because I just feel like they're just kind of meant to be broken, and I don't want to set myself up for failure, blah, blah, blah. But this year I really feel committed and I really wanted to do this. And so these are my goals. Number one is diet. I'm currently at the heaviest I've been in like 5 years, which is, it's a little upsetting. It's not the heaviest I've been. I was larger before than I am now. I think I'm most upset because of the hard work I know I put in to get to a place where I felt comfortable in my own skin, and knowing that I have sort of strayed far from that, it bothers me. At the same time, I did recently herniate my back in like October. So that's really thrown a wrench in things. And that's also been some of the reason that I put on weight. So I know that it's not all just me falling off, but a lot of it was. However, one thing that does not rely on me being able to lift and kickbox again is diet. So I know I've been eating a ton of chips and pizza and Wendy's and just stuff that isn't good for me. Wawa hoagies, if you guys have a Wawa, if you're along the East Coast, you might know Wawa, love their shorties. I've just been not taking care of myself the way I should. So I want to change that. And I already started yesterday, Monday. Today is Tuesday. So I started yesterday. I had Googled on Sunday some clean recipes, some lunch and breakfast ideas, and dinner I have like tons of like vegetables and meat in my freezer. So I would just kind of stick with something like that, just like a chicken breast and some broccoli or, you know, asparagus or something, or fish. I love fish. So anyway, I really needed like stuff to pack for work, and I wanted to get some good creative ideas. And I ate my lunch yesterday and my breakfast that was healthier. It felt really good to not be like running to the vending machine at work because I'm hungry. Like I actually felt satisfied. I felt proud of myself for making some positive changes. And I'd like to do like monthly check-ins with you guys, and maybe I'll share some recipes if you'd be interested in that, of things that I found that month, if, you know, provided I have some success with this. That's goal number one, is to get myself into clean eating again and just putting nutritious things in my body to fuel me for the day and just to, you know, get proper nutrition. Number two is to go on either a no or low buy for 2020. I have decided currently to go on a low buy. The rules for my low buy, I'm still going to keep all my subscription boxes currently. I have Allure, I have Tribe every other month, and I have Boxy Charm and Boxy Premium. Those are my subscription boxes, and I'm not going to add any, but I'm not going to take any away at this time. But what I am going to do in terms of spending, I'm only allowed to purchase 3 products per month. If I maybe only find 2 I want that month, then I don't get like an extra one the next month. It's use it or lose it, basically. So I think that that will keep me more accountable. Even though I have slowed down on my spending, I still am spending quite a bit every month on makeup. My drawers are busting at the seams. I have more makeup than I could ever foreseeably use before it expires, and I continue to add. And it is a problem. It's a real problem. So I should just do a no buy altogether. That's what I really should just do, because I don't need anything. However, I don't want to commit to a year of that. That just seems very scary to me. And I would want, if something was really, you know, if I felt really passionate towards something, I want the opportunity to be able to pick it up if I want, or if I feel like it's going to really be something that you guys are interested in, or, you know, I want that flexibility. But only purchasing 3 makeup products a month for me is going to be a drastic change. I typically purchase like 3 to 5 things per order, and I order sometimes several orders a month. So plus if I'm seeing stuff out in the store, this is really needed. So I'm hoping it will help me get through more of my products, help me to be more creative with my collection. As you guys know, I probably have only used 25% of what I have so far because there just hasn't been time. I try to pick like a palette out a week. So I'm just not going through things very quickly, yet I keep adding at an astronomical rate to my collection. And it's a way I soothe myself, a way I reward myself for, you know, working so hard, and it needs to stop. I need to reward myself in other ways. And then I'd love to even have a video every month talking about the 3 products I picked out of all the products I could pick. So I think it'll be fun. My third goal for 2020 is to get more organized. I want to get myself on a schedule, not necessarily an upload schedule, though that would be great. You know, that would certainly be great. But currently, what seems to happen is sometimes I'll get stuck in analysis paralysis. I tend to have these bursts of energy, especially on the weekend. I get so much done on the weekends, but those are my days off from work. So what I'm basically doing is Monday through Friday, I'm going to my full-time job. And then I'm basically feeling guilty every single evening that I'm not working on my channel, which is most evenings. Then the weekend, when I could get other things done, make appointments for myself, hang out with friends, do things around the house, spend time with Doug, I'm filming and I'm editing and I'm filming and I'm editing all weekend. So I feel like I'm not really having any time off, and the time off I do take, I feel really, really guilty about. So what I want to do is, if I can get myself scheduled for the nights I'm going to film, then the nights I don't film, I won't feel guilty. You know, to be committed, you know, these days of the week, get this done, have a plan in place, so I'm not sitting there thinking, what am I going to film, or what do I want to do, or, you know, what am I inspired to do? Like, I want to get myself more organized. I want to have like a game plan every month, and I think that will help me to be more productive and more efficient with my time, which is limited for all of us. You know, probably have a million more things we'd like to get done in a day than what we actually feasibly accomplish. So I think if I can just get myself, here are the 15 or 20 videos I want to do this month, and then to free up some of my weekend time so that I can get like meal prep done, or I can, you know, go out to brunch, or, you know, just watch Netflix for a few hours. Like I can't remember the last time I like just sat down and like chilled out. Like I either relax with Doug and feel guilty, or I'm being productive. So I just want to get myself more organized. Number 4, I want to declutter a bit of my life. I recently decluttered my dress closet and like kind of like cutesy summer clothes, like shorts and skirts and stuff. But I wanted to declutter my, what I call like my play clothes closet, which are like sweaters and sweatshirts and like long sleeve t-shirts and stuff like that, stuff that I can wear with jeans. And then I also have like work clothes on the other side, blazers, pencil skirts, work pants, work blouses and shirts and things like that. So spoiler alert, I did actually film the one side of my closet declutter. Of course, my audio got corrupted. It's part of my technical difficulties from over the weekend, but I am going to see what I can do with the footage because I do think it's going to be a cute video. So I'll be working on that. But I've already started to make some strides in that direction as well, in terms of just scaling back and getting organized and seeing what I have, which was really beneficial. For Christmas, I got a couple gift cards from my family for TJ Maxx, and I totally planned on going and buying clothing. But after decluttering my closet and moving things around, I was like, girl, where are you going to even fit one more thing? Like, so it made me reevaluate. And when I did go to TJ Maxx, I bought more practical things. I needed socks. I was looking for like a nice big cooking pan. I didn't find that though, but what else did I get? Got some drawers, you know. Oh, I got like hand soaps for like our bathrooms and kitchen and stuff. I got some shampoo and conditioner because I go through those really quickly. I got some cleanser for my face because I go through that really quickly. Like I did get like 2 things of makeup, but they were small and it was better than like the 9 or 12 things I'd put in my cart. I was like, girl, no. So I picked 2. So it made me look at things more practically. I felt really good about how I spent that money, and I still have like $90 left of gift cards. So that was pretty cool. I also want to work on our attic, organizing our holiday decorations and, old Halloween costumes and blankets and stuff like that. So I think that'll be really good. And if you guys want to see that, maybe I'll film that. Our attic is like a little tiny loft with like a walk-up ladder. So I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We want to clean out our shed on New Year's Day. So there's just a bunch of decluttering and cleaning and organizing that we need to do. So that's definitely a goal for 2020. Just have like a more functioning storage world in this home. Another thing, my goal number 5 is a little bit embarrassing, but I mean, y'all are like, fam, y'all are my fam. So here we are. Goal number 5 is to get out of the house more. I used to be a social butterfly. I was out gallivanting all the time, work nights, weekends alike. I just always had fun plans. I was doing different things. And I feel like as I've gotten a little older, I've gotten more and more antisocial and introverted and like a hermit. Like I'll go to brunch with Angie occasionally, but I just don't get out much. And like for our date nights, we end up going to like a restaurant like 5 minutes from our house. I'm like, we need to do more. So the goal currently is for us both to write down on a little sheet of paper like some things that we would like to do. I'm going to put them in a box and shake it up, and every month pick out one piece of paper and go do that thing. There's been all kinds of things throughout our relationship that I've wanted to do or show him, and it can be a little tough sometimes to coordinate all of that, especially with filming and everything as well. So he seems open to it. I'm definitely open to it. So I'm hoping to make some happy memories this year, do more things, have more adventures. So that is goal number 5. Goal number 6 is to save more money. I am currently at a place in my life where I am debt-free. My salary is higher than it has ever been, ever. And I have a spending problem. So what I need to do is not be stupid and to start taking some of that money that I'm wasting and throwing at stuff that's going to expire and put it in my savings account. I want to grow my savings, I'm hoping, to $20,000 by the end of this year. I absolutely could have saved more. I could have done a way better job with saving, and I want to change that in 2020. So that is my goal. I want to save more and spend less. Use what I have, enjoy what I have, keep it moving. Goal number 7 is to take control of my retirement. Currently, I have a 401k. That's it. So I mentioned before, I work in a sensitive industry, so I have to be careful in terms of with what I'm allowed to invest in and how I'm allowed to do this type of stuff. And I don't even really know what the rules are because I've been so afraid of doing something wrong that I've just never done anything. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what's permitted, what's not. So what I want to do is contact HR, like just write the email, just sit down and write the email and ask them, say like, this is what I'd like to do, or, I'd like to save more for retirement or do more investing. What is permitted for me? And they should be able to answer that question for me. So I just have to do that. And I just haven't because I've been so sketched out about like, oh my gosh. But it's living in a fool's paradise because I'm not getting any younger and I need to prepare for when I retire. And it would be great if I could, be in a really good financial place at that time. I don't want to set myself up for failure or be working, until I die. I'm just hoping that I can get it together this year and start making some strides towards financial prosperity and security when I retire. Number 8 is to read more books. I love to read. I love to read. And for many years while I was in grad school, I could only read for school. I mean, there was just no time. When you're reading like 4 chapters before your next class and you're like, oh my God, there was just no time to read books for pleasure. And I have so many books that I've been dying to get into and I just haven't made time. Reason being is, again, that analysis paralysis. If I'm relaxing, most of the time I'm stressing over my channel. And if I have the time to read, I should be filming. Like, that's my logic. And I'm hoping that with that schedule, with having time allotted, like these are your nights to film, this is what you want to accomplish. You don't have to think about it. You have everything organized and laid out for you. I'm hoping then if I'm organized enough, I will have built-in free time that I can do whatever I want. I would love to read more. I think it's such a relaxing activity. It's so great to learn. I really love like self-improvement books so much. I also like fiction books, it's always fun. But I really love self-improvement books. And so I'd really like to be able to allot more time for that. So that is a goal. And also speaking of books, I have a book that I've been working on. It was like maybe 2/3 of the way done or halfway done before I started grad school. And I have had that on the back burner for years now. I couldn't focus on it when I was in school because there was no time for anything. It was just schoolwork and work. Then when I finished school, 6 months or so, I was like, I don't know what to do. And then I started my channel. And so I haven't really had the time. And like I said, if I have time, I feel like I should be filming. So if I schedule my time better, I'm hoping I can write my book and finish that. So number 9 is to take a tropical vacation. I have not been anywhere since 2017. We went to Florida, we've been to New York, but like not like a trip. I've only been to Punta Cana and Jamaica my whole life outside of the US. I did spend like 30 minutes in Canada to see the other side of Niagara Falls, but I haven't done a lot of traveling, and it's a passion that I recently, the last couple of years, maybe since like 2015, I've really been into traveling. I've been so into it. And so I haven't really gone anywhere since 2017 that was like exotic at all. So I want to make a point this year. I'm hoping for our anniversary in May, hoping that we can maybe plan something to go maybe to an island again, or just, have a nice little trip, have a tropical vacation someplace. I love turquoise water, and I think it's so necessary to have that like time to just decompress, at least for me. Number 10 is to exercise more. So I did mention my herniated disc. I am feeling a lot better, thankfully, but I do need to go to physical therapy, get those appointments coordinated so that I can get back to lifting and get back to kickboxing. But in addition to that, with my trainer, Brian, like I was working out like once a week because I knew I had to meet with him, which is not what I want to do. I'd like to get to maybe 4 days a week would be great. At least maybe 3. Like if I could just even get to 3 days a week working out, I'd be, I would miss kickboxing for weeks on end. I want to get more consistent with my workouts. And I also have a gym membership that I never ever use. I'd like to maybe get in an extra lifting or an extra cardio session a week. Just get myself more motivated to exercise and to be healthy, to get my heart rate up. I need to get it together. Goal number 11 is to sleep better, sleep more. I've actually already started doing this over the past week. I've been going to bed at like 9:30 some nights, 10 o'clock, 10:30, which for me is amazing. I was getting to bed at like 11:30 or 12, sometimes later than that. I would be up editing, sometimes till 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I just was sacrificing sleep, and I just didn't prioritize it very much. But it actually takes years off your life to not get enough sleep, and it's not good for you. It sucks to always feel tired. It really does. I'm sure everybody knows that already. So I'm really just trying to take better care of myself. I think now that I love my job, I'm not like dreading the next day where I don't want to go to sleep. Like I don't want to wake up the next morning and have to go to work. Like now I love going to work. I don't love going to work, but like I love my job and I don't mind going to work, which is a great feeling. I want to sleep better in 2020 and just make that more of a priority. I've just been burning the candle at both ends since high school, so it would be nice to take better care of myself. Number 12 is to make more dates with my mom. We live about an hour apart, and we do talk on the phone and stuff, and we see each other, you know, as often as we can, but I want to make a real point of getting together with her at least once a month for lunch. I'll drive down her way and just to sit with her for a few hours and eat. Time isn't guaranteed for any of us. You know, people die in car accidents every single day, and awful things happen, and we lose loved ones, and it's horrible and sad and awful. I lost my dad a couple of years ago, and you know, I'm getting older, my mom is getting older, and it's stuff I can't even think about. Like I can't. But I want to appreciate the time that I have, both myself on earth and with my mom. It's just really important to me to make that dedication to her and to take that time to just be with her and enjoy her. And so that is a commitment I want to make for 2020 as well. So anyway, those are my little goals. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about them. I'd love to hear some of yours. Do you have some of the same goals I do, or do you have different goals? Anything you want to share? Obviously no pressure. I know these things are personal, and I'm choosing to share these with you guys. I don't expect you guys to, you know, but if you want to, I would love to hear them, and I'd love to be a source of encouragement, a source of accountability, whatever you need. So anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful 2019. I pray for a blessed, prosperous, happy new year for you guys all. And I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next year.